Hi, I'm Janine MacMurray from Area Interior Design. I am at the D&D Building at the Kravet Showroom, and I would love for you to come and help me put together a scheme for a living room in the Upper East Side. We are going to start off at the Kravet Carpet Studio, where I normally like to start after analyzing inspiration images and the color and the light of the room. I tend to like working from bottom up, and rugs often take the longest, so it's nice to start with the longest lead time items. For this particular room, I want deep textures, something that feels very luxurious but also grounded. So I was thinking we would start with the Abaca selection that they have, which is quite wonderful. I'm looking for something very textured with a lot of depth. After carpets, I like doing fabrics, pulling from different sections of the Kravet Showroom, but I especially like the couture line. It is perfect for a high-end residential project in New York. They have these scanners, which allows me to scan and have them pulled at the same time, so I'm not waiting around for fabrics afterward, which is very helpful in New York when you're busy and running around. So let's start scanning. So next we're going to do wall coverings. We have the deep texture of the Abaca, so I'm going to start with the grass cloths and other natural textures. Winfield Tiboni has some fabulous silks that are wider than the typical 21 or 36 inches. Some of them are seamless, which is very helpful. So I'm going to pull some silks. I'm going to do some grass cloths from Kravet. Next up, let's look at the scenics. I have always loved a good scenic. They're all pre-printed, so they're not hand-painted, which makes it very easy to use in a project that has a fast turnaround. I just love them. They're colorful, they're fun, and I think I'm going to go with one of the Andrew Martin scenics just because I've been loving this little guy down here and how the paper looks aged. I feel like it's going to give it a lot of texture to the room. Once I get my fabrics and wallpapers, I just love laying them out in front of me, just getting a sense of all of the pieces. So here we have the wallpapers, etc. And immediately, I'm going to pull away all the textures because with the Abaca, this is feeling like too much and too coastal, and this is, after all, a New York City living room. But for the sofa, I do want to stick with performance fabric. I feel like whether or not the client has children, and in this case they do not, I like using performance fabric. It's just one less thing for them to worry about. If they have a dinner party and they spill red wine, it's very easy to clean, and the sofa will look as good as the day that it was first installed. Looking at all of this together, I think I'm gonna stay away from this one. I feel like it feels too washed out, and I'm going to go with the darker Abaca to create a bit more grounded space. I'm very excited about the textures that we're bringing into the room, both with the Abaca and the ground, but then each of these fabrics have their own wonderful weave. So here we have our living room. All neutrals, but brought together by textures, and then a pop of whimsy in the wallpaper. Thank you so much for shopping with me at Kravet today. I love our neutral and layered scheme, but anytime I want color, I actually come to Kravet as well. They have a broad range of color, and it's always fun to do everything in one showroom. Thank you, and see you soon.